nice. Good morning, friends. Good morning, all my fellow viewers and fellow TBCians. This wonderful day, we are meeting again to discuss and share views on the TBC, the brilliant community. I remember your fellow friend, your fellow TBCian, Basil Ude, broadcasting live from my center. This morning, as I welcome my local and global viewers, I want us to share the topic I've advertised already on the series, TBC cashFlow. This morning, I wish to talk on the power of motivation. The power of motivation. This is a community that motivation is all over. It's all over the place. We've seen that we have a wonderful internal motivation. I want to share with you habits of the internal one and the external one. And now, since maybe I may have to ask us what is motivation? Motivation is the force, the action. That gives us the impetus to move, to act, to do something, to do more than motivation. So to enjoy cash flow in the TBC community, we have to embrace the power of motivation. That without be a dead that at any time you have time. And it's unfortunate for you to unfortunately I've observed that many TBCians are doing this TBC without motivation. Everyone, most of them are asking which day will they cash out? Which day will admin rain cash into their pockets? Friends, such attitude just suggests there is lack of motivation. If you want to have motivation, one will be in alignment with the processes going on in the vision and mission of TBC. Motivation is required to identify with the motion. Yeah, I use one motion. TBC is in motion. TBC is dynamic. TBC is not static. TBC is a community that is organic, that is growing, that is striving. We are moving forward. TBC is progressive. And for you to identify with that motion of TBC, you have to have internal and external motivation behind you. And that's a power. As I spoke or as I started this talk, TBC cashFlow the power of motivation. This motivation must come from you, inside of you, from me. Because motivation is highly motivated, then this man education is important. You normally hear knowledge. I would like to say this way: knowledge is potential power. Is applied knowledge that is power. So you have to get the real power of motivation. Power of TBC. Then you have to have knowledge, and when you apply the knowledge, then it becomes power. And the first steps to grabbing that knowledge is to read up. I always say read up. Those admin blogs, the blogs of admin, is the place we read up every moment. As we go through those blogs every moment of the time, every day, every several periods of time in a day, once one does that and imbibes the content therein, additionally, one looks at the broadcasts that happen every day in our TBC community and learn more from our leaders. These are sources of knowledge. Once we make it a habit to learn, and to learn, then we apply what we learn, what we learned. Once we apply these things, we become wise. Then we acquire the power that is inherent in that knowledge. And that is source. One of the sources of that self-motivation is what I know that motivates me to do more. I, from my personal experience, the moment I learned what TBC stands for, when I learned what TBC is and what TBC is not, when I got that information from the publications of the TBC Admin in our blog, and also from the talks, the videos of our TBC leaders, as I married this stuff to the tree diagram, the income diagram, which we have been shown several on TBC blog, that the root of that tree, that financial tree, has to do with listening to TBC leaders and broadcasters. These are the sources where one gets grounded in what TBC is and what TBC is not. Once I identified that personally, I now imbibed strongly the mission and mission of TBC. And when the public notice came out, which all of us are aware, we know that TBC is a private Kringle society. It's a private association. Once that knowledge is imbibed, it helped me to know that the TBC has a roadmap. TBC is a movement. TBC is called a concept. And TBC is not just about a quick fix stuff. If you are looking for quick fix, you are looking at financial quick fix, please stay away from TBC. That's my understanding. TBC is not for quick fix. TBC is a growing body. It's a body of people that have this private understanding to better themselves, to help themselves, and to grow within themselves, to become stronger and become a channel to even help greater and wider community in alleviating poverty, in bringing abundance through exchange of ideas, through exchange of what we have through our TBC coins. It's a simple concept. Are you interested in bringing succor to humanity? Are you interested in making your fellow man, your fellow woman have a better economic succor? Are you interested that the next neighbor, the next guy there, have what and means to survive? That is exactly what it's all about. And we're doing this quietly and peacefully and in a foundation of love. TB is about sharing our love. It's all about love, communicating love among ourselves. And friends, is legal anywhere in the globe, anywhere in the world, where we can exchange things among ourselves. And our private community have accepted that TBC coin is what we use to exchange these services and goods among ourselves peacefully and in love. And we know since TBC is not owned by one person, TBC is a private body that have privately agreed to communicate this way. So there is no elite somewhere. There is no cabal somewhere. It's a homogeneous group of people that have decided to associate together on this concept. And this is actually what is giving TBC the strength. And as long as you grab this passion to eradicate poverty, this passion to show freedom to the people through this concept, that's TBC. I've told my friends here and elsewhere that TBC will not replace your regular job. TBC will not replace your regular source of income. But TBC is a movement, it's where you identify, and with time, this concept matures. And how does it mature? It's when we grow to 1 billion community number. That's our target. So these things I've just told us, if you share in that viewpoint, you have the motivation. You have that firing from inside. And friends, what fire me from inside is this understanding, and that's my personal internal motivation. You have to get it from there, friends. No one gonna motivate you enough. Yes, you hear about motivate. Someone can motivate you, but no one can motivate you and sustain motivation. Motivation has to be sustained for it to be achievable. It has to be for you to make the adequate and necessary impact. For any motivation to deliver the results, it has to be sustained. And the only motivation that can sustain any result is your own internal motivation. You know, when you talk about motivation talk, yes, you go to those wonderful place. In that moment, at that moment, your friends, you feel on top of the world. When those guys talk to us, and we feel like jumping up, we say hi, hi. At the end of the day, just a few hours later, there's a cooling down, there's a chilling down. And next to a couple of days, we want them to forget all those wonderful talk. That's the external motivation. But assuming one have been internally fired up, that one will just, it just drive it up. You say, oh yes, I've been thinking this way, I've been going that way. And you find that you just leap forward more. Become that fuel that drive you more. So friends, internal motivation is important. Now, can I share with you? We also have plenty and plenty and plenty of external motivation, which is provided by our admin, the TBC admin. You see, the beginning point is to understand what it's all about, which I've just enumerated, which I just summarized. The second one is, what is TBC doing to provide extra motivation? I'll give you some of them. One of them is the cookie reward system. Every new member of TBC, right from day one, got motivation. You just sign up with $10 wallet fee and get 25,000 cookies, which, if you look at the motivation there, is numerous, is enormous. For the poor folk out there, that kind of reward is high. It can start up a family. It can sustain a family for a while. That's the first motivation. You're going to say, new member, Right from signing up in TBC, your motivation start from there. From day one. Our business as old members is to share this motivation to the new members after we have explained to them what TBC is and what TBC is not. Very important step, friends. My colleagues, those that watch my video regularly, those that subscribe to me, please, it's important that from day one, explain to the new members of TBC what TBC is and what TBC is not. Once they catch that fundamentally, then introduce the TBC and they begin the external motivation, which is the cookie reward. The first 25,000 cookie reward. That's the first one. You've done well. As they become member, or even as they, depending on the time they join, like right now, there is a wonderful cookie going on. And that wonderful motivation. A guy comes to TBC right now, waiting for 8 hours, is able to get 6 people in his team, 2 by 2 that way, not just networking, but just is able to get 6 people. First 2 within the first 24 hours, second 4 within the first 8 hours. Someone comes that he earns, he gets rewarded 100 million kringles plus 10 million kringles, which is more than 1 full TBC coin. What the motivation? Friends, my team, I have a number of people who are doing this, doing that exactly. Why? They have that motivation from day one. So, the second thing, friends, is those of us who are already TBCians, or those of them who just coming in new, when you introduce to them the activities, the events that attract extra incentives, definitely this motivates anyone to keep on driving TBC. Remember, my general topic series is TBC cashFlow. Yes, we know have a number of websites that's trying to provide 1 or 2 services to make us have a cash come out of TBC. But the central theme of the TBC as a community is to do stuff that bring cash flow on a long-term basis, on a structure that is sustainable. And that structure is being a voice of TBC. That's why I've been encouraged to do broadcasts in TBC as I'm doing now. And you do broadcasts when you have gotten the fundamentals of what TBC is all about. And when you get that and you begin to have that internal drive, that internal motivation, and you begin to enjoy the external motivation, you'll find that naturally you will not be cashless in TBC. There will be sort of income coming continually. So the next thing again I'm talking about is, apart from the new member, old member, you need to encourage people to do broadcasts. Because getting 1 TBC just one time for sign up within 48 hours is good. But being able to get 1 TBC anytime you buy about 40 grams of gold worth of kringles. You know what I mean? With our new concept, 40 grams of gold worth of kringles. Once you buy that kind of quantity, you also have 1 TBC coin given to you by another cookie reward system, which has to do with broadcasting reward. So you also have a dimension of motivation. Every broadcaster enjoys this special reward. Why? Motivation at another level. Then everyone, as long as you have a send button meeting on, friends, to get a send button meeting on is still is not a it's not something very hard to do. Why? Just go Monday send button, English speaking the language. You attend the Tuesday send button meetings, and all these things are all incentives. Why? They're all motivation. They're all external motivation. How? When you don't understand English, but you understand French. You go on Tuesday, I also listen to Senbot meeting, and you are getting educated. You're getting enlightened about TBC. That is motivation. You go to this meeting to enlighten yourself, you are still rewarded with some cookies. That's still another motivation. So you find TBC is so packaged with plenty and plenty of motivations, friends. I won't have enough time to talk all of them, talk about them. There are many. But I remember what I said, start with your own internal motivation. So these ones will just give you more wings to fly. Now, apart from the broadcast meeting, apart from the send button meeting, you also have other motivation around the corner. And what are they? Some of us have this passion to spread TBC, to go as far the end of the world. If you are a person, you are described of this mission again in our fast start system, the blueprint laid by TBC Admin. He recommended, let us look for 10 associates, 10 people that share this dream, this passion for TBC as your own associate. If all of us will go out there and get about 10 people who are TBCians, who are very, very motivated in this TBC, that what happens is that if we can just go on that speed, everyone getting 10 people, fire on, get another 10 people, fire on. We're not just about knowing when to cash out. We just want to get this concept out because we know what TBC is and what TBC is not. If I, which I have already gotten, I believe all of us will do that. I just want my team to do likewise. Have among your hundreds, among your thousands, just get 10 in your inner circle. These 10 guys will do exactly what you're doing. I'm or they not be all broadcasters. Let all of them be 10 broadcasters. A little bit communication hitch, but we are back on air. So we experience this super. If we catch this motivated and see the power motivation, internally driven motivation, then these 10 people we are talking about will take us real. To big heights in TBC. friends, what I'm okay. I think we just have to run up now. It's unfortunate we had run out of. We have some technical issues all over. I mean, but we just end now. I say wish you a beautiful day. Till next time, next week. This is your friend Ambassador, fellow technician, telling us that the power of motivation remains one of the top way to enjoy cash flow in TBC community. Thank you. See you and bye.